Money is a technology that we invented to solve a problem called the coincidence of wants. And this is the idea that in a simple economy, if I have turnips and you have milk, and I happen to want milk and you happen to want turnips, we're fine. But as soon as we start getting into more complicated economies where we need more different exchange of goods, you might not have the thing I want. I might not even know someone who has the thing that you want. So we need something in the middle that can facilitate the exchange. That thing needs to be valuable. And ideally, that thing will retain its value. And so different forms of money have succeeded and failed because of various limitations. And one of these examples, our longest running successful form of money is gold. And even other assets like the ones I mentioned, real estate priced in gold, the charts look very different compared to being priced in dollars. So gold has done a great job holding its value over time. However, gold has these physical limitations which have prevented it from becoming a global money in an information age. And so Bitcoin has really taken the desirable characteristics of money and transformed them into a digital money that is native to the internet. And what that's doing is, I think, creating what I call the investment singularity, which is Bitcoin is the best thing at going up. And we all, every person alive, every business, every pension, every government needs the thing that is the best thing that is going up. And so the longer it continues to be that thing, the more people will eventually have to look at it and sort of capitulate to the idea that other people figured this out earlier than they did, which is one of the biggest barriers to Bitcoin. But we've already seen what I would consider to be the start of the investment singularity as looking at stocks in the S&P that have performed. So basically, I talked earlier about the idea that the S&P 500 is essentially just a savings account for staying zero if you're measuring real rate of return as a measurement of the performance versus monetary debasement instead of CPI. But that number, the S&P 500, over the last while was really consolidated down into these magnificent 7 tech stocks. And from there, it's been even further consolidated down basically to NVIDIA. The market is chasing the thing that is the best thing for going up. It's like the holy grail of outrunning currency debasement. And the challenge is that currency debasement is accelerating because compounding applies to the money you owe as well as your investments. So the more money our governments borrow, the more money they have to create to just keep the lights on. And this is a problem that is nonlinear. It is an exponentially compounding issue. And in the US, it took like 200 years for the US to accumulate $1 trillion worth of debt. And today, it's about 100 days. Every 100 days, a new $1 trillion of debt is being thrown onto the pile. So the value of the unit of currency that you're using is intimately tied to the total number of units of that currency. The more they make, the less each one individually is worth. So this is really, Bitcoin is an idea whose time has come. It is a form of money available to everyone who uses the internet that has a fixed set of rules and a finite supply. And because of that, it is the most desirable type of asset. And on top of that, it, by virtue of what it is something that imbues property rights to every person alive. Every person who owns some Bitcoin has property which is very difficult to confiscate, and because it's non-physical. So this is also a key innovation. This is a tool to provide humanity with an escape hatch from the involuntary dilution of money, which is a confiscation of wealth from all of us, and a form of property which is borderless and very difficult to take away from someone. So Bitcoin is this thing that has immensely desirable characteristics, which are becoming more and more valuable as the problem of money printing is becoming better and better understood. And even people who don't understand Bitcoin do understand the problem of money printing.